With meditation practice, the first thing is to set an appropriate posture, and the main important part of that is to have your spine as extended as possible. After that, I would place the head in a somewhat subdued posture so it's a little bit sloped down. Not too far up, you get mental distraction. If it's a little bit too far down, you tend to get drowsy and go to sleep. The hands are placed in the lap, and they're actually at a level just slightly below the navel. So the right palm is on the left palm with the palms face up. The thumbs are touching, and that tends to be an opener for the heart chakra. Shoulders and neck are relaxed, and you can sit in either a cross-leg posture, full lotus position, which would have your feet on the opposing thigh. You can sit in half lotus position. You can sit on a chair and just have your feet straight down so the body is balanced. And those are what we might call the 7-point Vairochana posture. So Vairochana, sometimes pronounced Vairochana, is a Sanskrit word for the Buddha that represents the form aggregate. So this is about our form. What is our form in meditation? The first thing is to make that, set that posture and try to have the body as relaxed as possible in that posture. And the next thing I would do is you could lightly close your eyes. You can have them slightly opened if you tend to be drowsy. If there's a lot of distraction and light outside, you may want to have them closed. And the lips are lightly touching. And some people curl the tongue to touch the upper palate in the mouth. It tends to cut down on the production of saliva in your mouth, so you are swallowing less, which can be another distraction in meditation. And then with the eyes lightly closed, I would begin to bring the awareness to the breath, a normal, natural breath. So you're focusing on the air that's moving in and out of the nostrils. You can focus on the rising and falling of your abdomen, whichever is more comfortable. And you keep all of the focus there. There are many different breathing meditations. For beginners, one way to keep the mind more focused is to count your breaths. So one inhalation, one exhalation is one. And you see how far you can count before your mind wanders off the breath. And then without any further story about that, and with gentleness directed towards yourself, you continue to bring the mind back to the breath. That's some of the most basic forms of meditation. What's important is when your mind wanders off the breath is not to have a sweeping judgment about yourself and a huge elaboration about it. So people then start to say, I can't meditate, I'm giving this up, I'm not going to do it, I'm going to go back to my cell phone. It's just a matter of observing. You're simply off the object of meditation, the breath. That's all. And back to the breath. So initially we are simply drawing the mind back again and again. You can also use an awareness meditation of the breath, meaning you are breathing in both nostrils. You follow the air going into the nostrils, down into the lungs, becoming aware of the lungs expanding, the abdomen shifting, And upon an exhalation, the air going back up and out, a contraction in the body, and the air leaving the nostrils. So it's another way you can focus directly on the breath to keep the mind focused there. Another meditation to concentrate, to build concentration in the mind, is to place a radiant drop of light just outside the nostrils where the air enters in and leaves the body. And you can focus all of your energy on the tiny drop of light. And if you begin to lose your concentration, you can simply brighten the light, make it more radiant. And that can be another type of meditation. So following the posture and beginning to settle the mind on the breath, the most important thing to follow this with is to set a positive motivation. It can even be 5 minutes of meditation, but you want to set up the right attitude. So it's very, very important to have a good intention. So in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition, our intention is focused on helping others as much as possible. Meditation can settle the mind, open the heart, which can help us progress along a path to becoming a Buddha, a fully awakened being, or a fully enlightened or realized being. It's all the same thing. And this is a being at that level that is free of all fears and that manifests a level of infinite kindness, wisdom, compassion, love, like that. And you are then unlimited in benefiting all others. So if you can include that in your motivation to think that this is a process for me to reach that place where I can ultimately benefit all others. So really for the purpose of benefiting all others, I'm going to do this meditation practice now.